Kasparas, who comes from the Missouri Valley Conference in Evansville. A transfer is in. And Jakucionis, a freshman, to the fellow freshman Riley. #1 player to come out of Canada and sign with the Illini.
And you see Kentucky switched right away, but then Almanor took Ivisic on the roll and bumped Butler back out to the perimeter.
Shot clock at 4. Ivisic a 3. Down the hatch.
Williams' 5th assist. One of the best passing big men in the country.
Inside they go. The collision while airborne, and it goes.
Rodney Rice relocated to that corner. Good offense. Certainly Illinois got to do a better job on the defensive glass. Good bounce from Jakucionis to Johnson inside for 2. Hand on it. Geronimo finds him. Maryland just making play after play on both ends.
It's got a feel for Illinois like there's 6 or 7 players out there right now as Riley gets into the scoring. Fans of Coach K college basketball. Come on. Reese. Strong off the heel, and the rebound loose to Jakucionis again.
Nice job by Illinois of gang rebounding there. Geronimo and Reese are going to have to do it collectively.
7 boards tonight now for Jakucionis. Penetration, the dish to White for 3, and that'll drop.
Will be missed.
And Robbie, you mentioned Luka Garza. He tweeted a little while ago. He said, "Thank you, Coach, for changing my life and the lives of so many others. You believed in a way that not many others did. Choosing to play in the black and gold was the best decision I have ever made for a lot of reasons, but mainly because I was able to be coached by you."
Work, but you got to move your legs, anticipate, chest on chest, turn them. Nice cut again. Boy, they're doing a great job out of the out of bounds. Nobody
Deeper to Smith. There's the screen. Kaufman red. The big 3 did it together, and Lawyer missed the 3.
He is so good, though. Great little bit of deployment. Ooh.
He was going to pull it, too.
Yeah. He can make this 3, so you got to shadow him.
Jakucionis hooks a pass. There's the 3 from Ivisic. He got it.
A passer.
Brickhouse.
They're going to play it out.
Illinois within 5. Purdue has, you could say, outplayed Illinois in the first half, certainly, but this could be a one-possession game. Jakucionis steps back, he's closed out. Riley, step back, 3, got it!
And he knew he had Smith. He knew he had 5.
Got him on the arm. He did, yeah.
Nice cut again. Boy, they have been terrific reading.
Off the spin, Kaufman ran on Humrickhouse. A laser beam won't fall. Jakucionis had an angle. Colvin cut it off nicely.
Nice pass again.
And Boswell finishes on the back end. The cuts. Jakucionis puts his head down.
Cut again.
Riley reverse.
Boy, they have been magnificent reading. Great.
Red big screen. There's the pocket pass, and they played that like a fiddle but missed. A string broke. Humrickhouse got set and buries it.
And look who's over there.
But remember, he is 7'1". He's also a pretty good shot blocker. That's now 29 in Big Ten play.
Oh, contorted shot will go in by Kylan Boswell.
Banging against Ivisic. It looks like a foul waiting to happen.
Jakucionis into the big man. Ivisic was right there and puts it through. Wasn't he, Dan?
No,
Are you sure?
Again, in Big Ten play, he shoots under 25%.
Ivisic puts it up and through. A 3 for him in the Big Ten. And may raise a little bit with this win today on the road in a very tough place to win.
And a decisive win on the road.
Yes.
Kevin. That's going to make a difference. One of the things that the folks in Illinois talked about was trying to get off the potential 8 line in that NCAA tournament, maybe move up to the 7 line.
Jakucionis in the corner. It's a 3, and it's right down the hatch.
Right there in a lot of games. Letting some slip away late. Has been able to close a couple of out the Washington games, certainly at Rutgers, but they've been in most of their games the last 9 without Owen Freeman.
Once again, trying to get into the paint. Looks like a different Ivisic from the last couple of weeks. Dembele short. Here comes Illinois again. Driving in, Trey White. Nobody's
Those makes coming in that Wisconsin game. Need him to be a shot maker. That's what he's on the floor for.
And there he saved it. And up ahead, Jakucionis.
Flag inside. Rims off. Batted around. Jakucionis. Boswell explodes to the cup. Off the window softly. Kahn as well. Kahn, Montana. Okay. Jakucionis. Inside. And it's deep. Kniffel leaves the speed, stolen away. Boswell, nice outlet pass. Jakucionis, second turnover for Duke in the first half. Under a minute to play. Illinois looking for something good to happen to go into the locker room for halftime. Boswell elevates, 11-footer pure. The Iceman. Knocked away, Jakucionis tracks it down, flag is back. Jakucionis picks it up. Gives Lahore inside. Up. Double clutch. Tried to deal it. Malawatch.
Really good defense that time by the Illini. Now this is where you got to take advantage of it, flow into your offense.
Ivisic got to hit one, and he does. Finally. 11 of 21 from the three-point line. No call on the play. Great body control. Morez Johnson Jr., Chicago native. Deflected. Illinois the other way. Inside. Wham!
That can attack you a number of different ways.
And we see a handful of coaches in this NIL era who are a little spooked to play this many freshmen, but these are ready to go freshmen.
Oh, yeah.
That Coach Underwood's brought in here, and they're ready to roll, and they have proven that.
Jakucionis and Ivisic have European experience.
Three-pointer is Bilodeau. Bilodeau going to work on Ivisic, but can't find the shot, and Jakucionis coming up with the board.
Bilodeau's had some good looks. He got the three down, but he's had some two-point attempts that haven't dropped.
All set up by the terrific passing of Ivisic, and Riley made threes for Bilodeau.
He's been able to keep UCLA within striking distance almost single-handedly here.
Jakucionis double comes, he kicks. Ivisic, the big men are heating up.
See Tyler Bilodeau, they didn't let him go down the bench. They're like, here, sit here, because you're going right back in. He won't be out long.
Ivisic back to Jakucionis. Humrickhouse.
In the paint, shoots over Jakucionis.
And I think what you saw there with Ivisic, he just wasn't able to elevate. That's a shot he usually contests.
That's the point. Ivisic, he'll fire for three and knocks it down. He won't have. So when Wisconsin comes here in early March, we'll see John Tonje do that as well. 2020. Very floored. Couldn't see it happen again tonight. Riley for three. My goodness.
That gave him that wide open berth.
The line I've hit on its last 9 from the field. Good thing Ivisic did not fall off the elevated floor right there. That came close as he was saving that. That's the last thing that needs to happen to that young man. Riley, heat check time.
For Dylan Harper to get back on the floor. A little step back jumper. He's missed the last couple of games, been dealing with an injury. Super talented player. Good to see him back on the floor.
Pick and roll. Morez Johnson breaks the...
Johnson, he's given up some serious bolts there. He's going to have to fight for his life in this matchup.
Jakucionis finds Ivisic for three again.
Yes.
Finally, Illinois.
Royal will get inside, attacks the iron.
Jake Diebler was absolutely correct with the info he gave us. He was looking for Royal to get involved early, and he has been. Watch out.
Here we go. It's Johnson.
Because I'm probably guessing that they were going to run something for Royal with the hot hand that he's had. Look underneath.
Jakucionis the assist. Beautiful feed.
So well together on this Ohio State team, and a little bit of a fake in addition to a screen. You just can't leave Thornton alone, who can really stroke it lately too. 40-plus three-point shooter on the season.
Oh, a fake by Ivisic. Nice play. Takes it to the hole. For two. And off that 17-point game with that drive after the steal, terrific transition. He's just given Ohio State their biggest lead this afternoon.
And at the same time, taking the crowd out of this game.
Humrickhouse. A beautiful three. Well, look at him chisel and feed. Humrickhouse.
Nice spell.
Boswell three. Humrickhouse the rebound. He played at Evansville. Well regarded in the Missouri Valley Conference. Wide open Boswell triple. Offensive Conference Evansville team was an MVC scholar athlete.
Nice cut.
Good cut. Good finish. Inside.
Roll with his shooting touch at the free throw line and a little full court action here by Ohio State.
Jakucionis will take it. On him is Thornton. Riley and Mobley. Riley a three.
That was the first look, Kevin.
Until the last 5 or 6 games. To start the game, he had 3 free throws and a layup in transition. Somebody fell asleep and an unfinished 12-second chance points. But there's no doubt at some point Illinois is going to have to knock down some of these open three-point opportunities.
There's Jakucionis. Lost that one off his foot. 7 to shoot. Open is Davis. He'll try the 3, and that one splat everywhere, even away from the basketball, and he just curls all the way around to the rim. Riley again for 3 and hits it again. Right large for the Huskers. Jakucionis. Shot hunting. Looking. 15 to shoot. Cross-court pass. Finds the open man. Gibbs. Longhorn ties it up.
Can't corral the board, and here comes Boswell.
Arnheiser misses there. I liked him trying to be opportunistic in transition, but Nicholson or him has to finish that. Illinois is just quicker to the floor right now.
Here's Humrickhouse. Lobs it inside Johnson. Kicking in the corner. Good ball rotation. 5 to shoot. Humrickhouse again. And he got it. Ben Humrickhouse.
Barry.
Martinelli for 3. Not there. Jakucionis the rebound for the Illini. Trying to build on a 14-point lead. Johnson strong to the hoop.
For their struggles to make them percentage-wise, as Sheravino has it roll out. Illinois still has 86 more made threes than their opponents. On the move, it's White with the jam. First 2 of the second half.
He's added that to his game, that right hand. We know, he's going to get back to that left. But we see the growth, and that's what I thought we were going to see from him early.
Here's Johnson with a jam.
That's Northwestern loves that out-of-bounds play to get a corner 3. Kind of an old school. Used to call it America's play.
Oh, my, Perez Johnson. For Nuggets. Yeah, there's chicken on the line. As there is in many Big Ten arenas. Humrickhouse was the story. Did not touch the ball. I'm not sure it's particularly relevant in a 16-point game. Boswell hits inside, and he'll go to the strike.
A little bit. It's been a grinder tonight, it feels.
Well, I think so. See, he's got speed and power. Got him in and discard nicely.
Maybe a flop down low. Morez Johnson for 2 and a
Campbell though on passes on occasion, as good playmakers do.
He cleans the rebound and on the run. Up ahead, Gibbs Lawhorn.
Great response, balance-wise.
Jonas on the roll from Johnson. 15 field goals have been right around the rim or layups.
Now this should be an open middle, maybe a ball screen. The little number 30, a little curl play now.
Riley has to cover it up. Jakucionis for White. Got to have it right. Will Queen take it? He will, and he misses. Probably didn't need it.
No, it's been going great. Save that for the summer.
Can Illinois capitalize?
Pretty.
Nice catch.
Again, the open.
from the crowd.
The disappointment.
Yeah.
Once again, a pretty even match. Only one big on the floor.
Another tough thread through. He got.
I mean, you got to anticipate and jump quickly to cover that first step.
Hammerkaus, the rebound there. He is scoreless in this game with 2 fouls early.
And they are hugging him too. He's not getting those good, clean looks.
Jakucionis caught it behind his back, and now Boswell to finish.
Can't look ahead this late.
Never.
But they were fragile mentally, I think.
Tonight.
Unaccustomed to having the proper pieces.
Thanksgiving at the Maui Invitational.
And the best thing about it for the coaches and players, they're going to find out more about themselves today because they will be pushed hard both ways.
This is Kasparas, Jakucionis, certainly one of the elite freshmen in the country, and they waste
conference play, Spiro. They're 85% as a team from the foul line.
This is Hammerkaus. He can stroke it, and he buries it.
Of a pro basketball club in Barcelona, and you see it in his demeanor.
Unflappable is the word that comes to mind, Clark. You used it. Ivisic leaning in. Boy, those two.
Home to crack back on Umar Ballo. Ballo has been a force. 3 of his last 4 games, double-doubles for the big fella.
10 and 13 in the last one. Jakucionis leave it. Ivisic over the double, and he squeezes it through.
Boy, really good job.
Leo will stay on the floor. Mike Woodson trying to protect his player. Of the graduates on this team, Mr. Basketball Indiana 2020, who again has had some important moments for this team this year. Pick and pop. Ivisic 3 is good.
The drop coverage, that's going to be.
Under 6 to play in the first half. Ivisic another 3. Book it.
He's got this thing on from the perimeter, gives you some skill.
Galloway can't bank it in. Rebound off the hands of Ballo. Up ahead, Boswell in a crowd. Doesn't matter to the rim.
But that play doesn't happen if Jake. You can just see, though, Illinois' game plan is to go under and under and under again on Galloway. Galloway not really looking for a shot. There he finds Ballo, but there's certainly that scouting report saying, make Galloway beat us.
Hammerkaus.
If you think you have better personnel, you want more possessions. If you don't think you have as good a personnel, you want less possessions. And Brad Underwood thinks he's got the best personnel in the country.
Will Riley, the touted front.
I think the more this goes on, the more consistent Riley's going to be, but super talented.
Jakucionis with the interception. And Gibbs Lawhorn lays it in.
That's the blue. There you go.
And the Huskies still cannot
have to shoot it, though, guy. Like, it's wide open. Pass.
Johnson, what a catch.
Defender down and try and make a play.
11 on the shot clock. Right to Hammerkaus for the basket. Washington missed its first 8. Louis Courtright gets one down.
Well, you have to understand that running ball screen offense isn't easy, especially for freshmen, because it's not really tough. But that's the guy that would be knocking it down from 3, but a huge shot to make it a 2-possession game.
His second of the day. Jakucionis sees the size advantage and then creates for Boswell. His 6th.
And you get the sense a lot of people who may be seeing him for the first time in person tonight are excited about that. Nice inbounds.
To get the ball right now, has 0 in this game so far.
Sat a lot of the first half with foul trouble too, and he starts the second half with the ball. Hammerkaus, who had a 3 and a monstrous dunk. 11. Good set out of the timeout by Bellamy to Angel. Hammerkaus, another 3. Yep. Another 3 tonight. Jakucionis has 5 points, all in the second half. Battled foul trouble in the first. Creates an open look. Hammerkaus is on. Short. Oh! He comes up hobbling, and it's a 5-on-4 for Oregon. as Boswell jogging a little better now, but immediately Dre Gibbs-Lawhorn came off the bench. Trey White,
the senior, averages 8 points a contest. It is not a very high-scoring Chicago State team. They average only 59 points a game. There's Ivisic with another 2.
Ball screens, trapping low post, extending the pressure.
They did play Wisconsin, another Big Ten team, earlier this year, back in late November. They lost by 21 points. I mean, it's a brutal stretch for this program. This is their 10th of 12 straight games away from home.
And this is not a team that you want to see when you're in a slump. The Illini.
Exactly. Their season high for points in the first half. So you joked about me bringing up the 112 points as their season high in a game, but
you brought it up 3 minutes into the game.
I was pretty confident. Ivisic with a friendly roll and was up and in for Noble Crawford.
Nice move. You show the ball, show it high. Especially get an edge on the defender. Very nice move.
Ivisic is hitting threes.
Mitchell again for the Illini. This is a really good Illinois team, but at times, especially in the backcourt, just a lack of focus and careless play. That's what happened in crunch time against #1 Tennessee. Jakucionis, no.
Stagnant right now on Missouri's side.
Pierce can't bail him out.
Yeah, they just allow Illinois off the hook that time. You've got to reverse sides of the floor, try to use the...
With Meshack and Ziegler and Milicic.
No doubt. But then you look at the way that they've been able to locate and find guys that fit in with what they do. Dalton Connect thrives in his year in Knoxville. Chaz Lanier doing the same thing. So you've got guys that return, then you've just supplemented with some very talented pieces out of the portal.
Will Riley on the floor for the first time for the Illini. Came out of the shoe with a 31-point game in his college debut. Jakucionis at the floater, leaves it up for 2.
I love that Morez Johnson trying to fight for your life. That right arm, you see him grasping.
And Boswell on the inbound, good, and a chance for one more.
With the ball in his hands, just not his normal efficient type game offensively, although he did play some stellar defense against Northwestern. Now he'll fire and hit the 3.
That's got a good shooter. Just 2 of 9 on the season, but he made one in the Marquette game, and he drills it there.
Ivisic pick and pop. Hits it, a 3 ball.
That's got great position.
Wisconsin shooting 52% from the floor. Illinois just 37. But they've got far more opportunities like that one. Trey Winter. Oh, that was impressive.
Hey, you make a 3. Now all of a sudden defenses start closing out differently to you. But I love the confident take there by Nolan Winter.
Jakucionis inside of Ivisic.
Those 3 guys, the bench has done their job. It's been their best players that just haven't scored enough.
Jakucionis on the wraparound. Ivisic.
For Illinois. Martinelli sizing up a 3, and that one's off. The rebound, Jakucionis. Kasparas, Jakucionis. This Illinois team, a potent offensive squad, and Kylan Boswell averaging almost
what Tony Allen used to do in the NBA. Be a great screener. Go get guys and dribble handoffs. They're not guarding you, and they can't be helping if you're putting guys in action.
And the 3 up and down, Ivisic. Jakucionis will turn the corner, and Ivisic in the paint with the soft touch. Ivisic quick with the 3, won't go. Long rebound, Boswell.
He gets that because Trey White goes to the offensive glass.
Jakucionis, oh, nice find underneath for Ivisic.
Northwestern.
Arnheiser to the elbow. That jumper is short. 7-0 run continues for Illinois.
Northwestern continues to take mid-range jumpers, which is exactly what Illinois wants.
Jonas inside. One hard dribble, and Morez Johnson to the rim for 2. Yet they're winning with 49. Jonas Humrickhouse, another big three, and another.
Go to work and make plays.
Oh, what a find. Boswell to the rim for two and a timeout.
Richmond, who gives them some pop off the bench. Lefty from Memphis, Tennessee. His father, Billy, played for John Calipari at Memphis.
He didn't play for Cal.
Everybody played for Cal.
You can't leave this kid alone.
Ivisic snaps in a three.
Corner getting to the rim. Nice little floater as well.
DJ Wagner gets it to go. It's 14-4 Illinois. Dre Gibbs Lawhorn, who's the only returning rotational player for Illinois from last season, is now in.
Jakucionis protecting the ball much better, realizing you can't show to the speed.
The flip by Johnson. 13 for Ivisic. Fend off. Thero loses the ball. Johnson holds up defensively. Gibbs Lawhorn gets to the rack. So an empty trip for Arkansas. 69-57 Illinois. We're going to hit the halfway point of this second half. Swing it.
They can run that all day long. You've got to stay.
Not even 2 minutes into the game, and the Nugget chance comes alive in Champaign.
We're going to McDonald's.
There's nothing quite like early Nuggets on a Monday.
One of the things Coach Underwood talked about a lot at practice is getting paint touches, getting the ball inside, which they did that.
For them, he scored double digits each of their first 2 games before an injury brought his production down. But he's getting back to healthy. He can be a weapon for them.
Another young man that they felt would be. The Illini were ready, and they're not playing the score as far as that. Like, I'm going to give up. I'm going to go get a rebound. I'm going to get on the floor. I'm going to take a charge. All those things that make a difference in games.
Nice pass. Ivisic with the slip.
Now, the spacers are more like Ben. You know, he's the guy that's spacing, shooting the threes, you know, keeping the defense.
Double-double, his 3rd on the season. Stats are being stuffed today for the Fighting Illini.
And it's, I mentioned at the start, it's not only winning the game, it's winning it convincingly and having good offense and defensive efficiency, because it all helps your net rating.
Nice spin move.
Ben get going this game. I mean, he's a high-level shooter. He's really a good rebounder. I mean, I would love to see him get going.
The Evansville transfer, senior this year. He'll take it from 3. That is Haley with 4 on the shot clock. 3-2. Gets that one off, but it's up short. Jakucionis with the rebound. Jakucionis finds Ivisic, the European connection. Thomas block as much, it must be said, at least in these last couple possessions. Jakucionis picks that one off from KC Shaw, who continues to struggle offensively here. Jakucionis, Ivisic off of Shaw, and the finish from Ivisic. Humrickhouse's defending is tough. The O-board there for flipping. That one unluckily does not fall, and Kylan Boswell finally reels it in for Illinois. Boswell now out to Humrickhouse in the corner. 3-pointer is good.
Greg Campy's like a cool uncle, right? You just want to sit down and talk to the guy about hoops. He is so, you know, confident in what he does.
Nice move inside, and first is sitting at something. There's a 3, Woodrich in and out. 2 for 13 from 3 tonight. Humrickhouse buries it on the other.
Yeah, Baru, that's who you want shooting threes if you're the Illini. Much more effective around that rim.
Slowing down this tempo into the corner, Humrickhouse. Mismatch down low.
Oh, look at
Ivisic,
that.
nice.
Oh, man.
And SIU Edwardsville from Champaign, Illinois, and off we go. It's the defending Big Ten champions, Illinois, with the possession first.
You see Illinois, they want to get 2 to the ball. What do I mean by that? They want to get in a situation where they can get an advantage on the backside if they can get it out of the guard.
Jakucionis drops it off to Ivisic for the hammer.
There, Nova. That's a great illustration of them being able to switch and double team the ball late in the shot clock.
Ivisic with the contact and one. National championship last year with Barton Community College. Shot clock at 1. Baker puts up a corner 3. Can't hit and boarded by Jakucionis. Hummerkaus spots up in transition and buries the 3.
Start to get some confidence.
Malif back-to-back missed 3s. Gibbs Lawhorn skies for the rebound. Few empty possessions in a row for both sides. Ivisic off the spin out, banks in the 3. Riley deep 3, way short. Jakucionis, it's a third chance for Illinois. Hummerkaus again.
Illini solid this defensive possession.
Forced a really tough shot there from the corner from Polk. Boswell hesitates. Good extra pass to White in the corner. Got it. Did you see it? Back goes for Bowery.
You heard that kind of Bronx cheer there. You get 2 missed free throws from the opponents. Free chicken McNuggets. So if it's for college students, it's free.
SIUE trailed by as many as 19 just a couple minutes ago. They've got it down to 12. Great no-look pass into Ivisic. A great the coaching change at Coach Calipari to Arkansas. He comes back here to Illinois in his first season as the associate head coach.
Illini doing a good job of breaking that pressure. It's going to be tough to pressure this Illini team. They seem to always keep multiple ball handlers on the floor at all times.
Jakucionis darts in the lane, drops it off for White, who got the defender to fly by.
Nice job. Not going to be in Champaign very long, unfortunately for Illini fans.
Hummerkaus bullies his way to the basket. No. Ivisic the offensive rebound. White skips. Jakucionis to White. Off the window.
He's going hard. So comes from a tremendous high school program in the Collinsville K-Hawks from Collinsville, Illinois, one of the premier high school programs in the country.
It took him just 8 months on each of the last 2 ACL tears to go from the day he tore it to the day he was back on the court competing at full strength. Just incredible stuff. Hummerkaus for 3, his 5th of the night.
Every time Ben shoots the ball, looks like
Baker on the inside banks it in.
Baker doing a good job utilizing that rim to ward off any shot block attempt.
Sat out last year. He transferred from Akron where he redshirted, but it's been almost 2 years since he played in game action. Coach Baroni said he's going to get into a little bit better shape and will be a big difference maker for us. Riley catch and shoot. He got it, +1. Comes Rayshawn Taylor. They've got a 3-on-2. Malik spots up in transition.
Malik needs to think about a broomstick between his knees to spread out his base.
Great play in transition. We're finished with the reverse of Kylan.
Professor at Michigan State. His family and me live about a stone's throw away from each other in Chicago, so I know his family very well.
Jake Davis got the 3.
Mentioned those for Will Riley, and they're bound to happen. Here's Jakucionis, player who's looked so impressive thus far, finds TGL for the 2. Hands it off to Stapleton. Baseline drive, and intercepted there by Boswell. Boswell looking up the court. Here's KJ, finds Hummerkaus. Hummerkaus in the paint, off the glass and in. To the locker room, play resumes. Gary Booth in the corner, he sinks it. Sophomore out of Lafayette, Indiana. Here's Jakucionis inbounding with it now. Riley catches the 3, drains it.
They're going to need more of those 3-pointers to try to get this lead a little bit softer. We see a little difference in defense. They're going to a zone.
You see here Kasparas recognizing it. Riley in the corner. You can't. A little contact there. No call, but doesn't matter. He gets it to go. Nice bucket through contact there. In the corner, Big Ben, got it!
I mean, even their assists, they have 14 assists to their 13 turnovers. Of course, we like to see turnovers go down, but their assists are definitely up there.
It's important to note, too, EIU's players really doing their best out there tonight. I mean, they've played a very solid basketball game, scoring 62 against a Brad Underwood coach squad. Underwood known for being able to coach defense. Here's Jakucionis outside, finding Riley wide open for the tray. His legs cut out from under him, but